You know, Piers, I really like you, and I sometimes feel you fall for Andrew's little traps, and it's really wonderful to watch because it's not the things he says. It's the way he says them, and the way he says them can get people very riled up. When I was sitting listening to your interview about women shouldn't work and be taken care of, etc., it actually took me back about 12 or 13 years to an interview I saw, I can't remember, I think it was on ITV, with the late Christopher Hitchens. You probably knew him.
I did.
I did not know Christopher Hitchens. I think he died way before I became relevant. But he was sitting there with this female journalist, and he's saying, his exact words were, oh, I don't want Mrs. Hitchens to be coarsened in the labor market. Why would I want my women coarsened in the labor market? No, if she's with me, she can work if she wants, but she doesn't have to. Now, he was not labeled the world's biggest misogynist. He was actually hailed as an intellectual in his time. I read all of his books. I used to be a big fan of his. But he said exactly the same thing Andrew said. Exactly the same thing with different intonations and different tones. And you probably knew him. You didn't attack him back then for saying that, did you? But Andrew
well, I'm not here to judge.
He could get people riled up.
Christopher Hitchens is no longer with us, sadly. He was a brilliant man in many ways. I disagree with him about many things, but he's not why I'm here, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it just seems to me that the rhetoric, particularly by Andrew, but also some of the stuff they found with you, the way that you talk about women may be part of the problem you found yourselves in here. And from Andrew's recent tweeting, there's no sign to me that he is aware or self-aware of quite how some of this stuff comes over.
I understand.
And that maybe that has been part of the problem here with you guys.
Well, again, when you look at Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate and you try to label them misogynists, you gender the argument. If I were accused of anything else and they were to read the conversations, which they did read, by the way, between me and my friends, the insults we give each other, the threats we make to each other.
Do you think a woman's place is at home serving her man?
No. I believe my woman's place is at home serving her family. I serve my family.
But she shouldn't go to work.
She wouldn't have to if she didn't want to. If I wanted her to and she wanted to, and we agreed as a family. If you wanted her to. If we agreed as a family.
What if you don't want her to, but she does?
Well, in the same way that if I was working a normal job and I got a promotion, that would mean that I move out of the city or we move as a family, we'd sit there and discuss it as a family.